All right. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Summit Week. Woo, woo. Talk about the biggest week of our year right here, right now, and whether you are going to Summit physically or not, you are very much a part of it when Danielle walks across the stage. Whether you're live streaming the opening and closing ceremonies, there is so many ways to get involved, from talking about your excitement for how you're going to be there next year, whatever it is. We'll be posting plenty from Summit, so we'll feel like you're there even if you're not. So please get excited about it, talk about it, and we want you to be there next year. So capitalize on the sales for Summit tickets as soon as they come up at the end of Summit. If you're still on the fence, there is still time. They said it today during the morning wake-up call. You are never too late to sign up for Summit. They will accept people at the door. So come one, come all. We want you to be there. We want you to experience it with us. So be there or be square. So Lift 4 and Mestimas are both out for VIP access right now. Those that are doing Lift 4, you get the 4 preview workouts. Those doing Mestimas, you get the first 3 workouts as part of your VIP package. But both of them have a $10 challenge pack discount. And if you sign up as a coach, you get to participate, oh my goodness, I can't talk tonight, in the exclusive test coach test group. Whew, that was hard. So be there, be square with that as well. And then last but not least, Success Club this month is the Rachel Hollis webcast, who is the author of Girl Wash Your Face. So make sure you are actively hitting Success Club, because I have not read that book personally, but everyone that has read it has loved it, and I'm sure she will have awesome things to say. So you want to be on that webcast. So that is all I have for today.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure you guys knew that for Summit, they're going to be live streaming the opening ceremony and the closing ceremony. So even if you guys aren't going to be there, make sure you check your Coach Breaking News. There's going to be a link for it. So if y'all see it before me, please share it in the team page. It'll be 7:30 Central Time. Thursday night is when the opening ceremony is. And that's when they do all the big recognition and things like that. And then they also do all of the big announcements. So what's coming up for the year, which is really important for you guys to plug into, because even if you're not at Summit, you'll be the first to know how to start planning and preparing for the exciting things coming up. And then Saturday night at, I want to say the same time, 7:30 Central Time, is the closing ceremony. And again, Carl always drops special bombs that you don't know about. So definitely plug into that. And then there was something else. Oh, the coach sneak peek starts this week. So on Wednesday, I'm looking for y'all to kind of step up, since a lot of us will be at Summit, and please plug in and pick a friend and go live with each other. I think this is a great opportunity for new coaches to get on with somebody who's maybe more experienced or has done a couple lives, and chat about why you love our team, and use that group to invite people to. If people are giving you cost objections, y'all, you need to offer the coaching opportunity, because there's girls on this team that are working in the cracks of their day and pushing, $500, $1,000 in their first 3 months. There is no reason that other people should not be given at least the option to see what this opportunity is about. All right. So I'm super excited because I asked DB, she calls me DJ, so I call her DB, to chat with y'all tonight, because I really love that we have coaches on our team that are hustling, that are hitting goals, that are not always perfect or have things all figured out, but they're doing the simple activities that you all have probably heard me say a million times, but sometimes you need to hear it from a new coach perspective. So just to give you guys a little bit of a background, Danielle was actually not my original PS coach. She signed up with Sarah when Sarah was on our team, and now she's back. So yay, all the friends. But she lives in Colorado, and she is a mom, and she works full time, and she was in a real bad place last summer. And so Sarah and her worked together, And Sarah was doing her little Portion Fix containers and drinking her shake. And all of a sudden, Danielle started asking, what the heck are you doing? So they started Shift Shop together with me last summer. And since then, Danielle has lost almost 60 pounds, I think she told me this week, which is insane in itself. Like, round of applause for that, because that takes hard flipping work. She's has struggles in her life, guys, and I don't want to take away her story, but it didn't happen like this, okay? It happened with one program, one day at a time, one win at a time. And she didn't start coaching until this year. She'll tell you exactly what month, because I'm really bad at remembering. But basically, within the past 3 months, she used 80-Day Obsession and took off with this coaching thing. She just decided to throw her fear to the wind and say, you know what, let's see what happens if I just go for it. And in less than 90 days, she's hit diamond last week. She was announced on the National Wake Up Call today, which was like so exciting when we know somebody on there. And she's just proof, y'all, like, if she can do it, every single one of you can do it. So I'm super excited for her to kind of share a little bit about how she went about it and just the simple things that it takes to go from where you are to where you want to be. So I'm going to shut up now. Go for it, DV.
Hi, you guys. How are you? I hope you're all having a good Monday. I am, which is a shocker because a lot of people don't like Mondays. So today I woke up in a great mood. So basically, I think there's a couple things that for me were really hard to get past, and eventually I just did it. So I'm going to go over those first. So for me, one of the biggest things was coaching. That word. I'm not a coach. I don't know what I'm doing. Can you hear me okay? Yeah? Okay. I don't know how my computer works without headphones. So the word coaching really, really scared me. I don't, know what I would do if someone like me walked up to you, was just like, hey, let me tell you how I can help you, because I in myself am a mess too, but, and also, thinking about that coaching opportunity back in August when I started, and I just started, I had no idea, like, what would this lead to? So I had that self-confidence issue with knowing whether or not, who is going to want this girl to coach them when I have no results myself. Well, I realize you have to look at your results differently, and DJ is really good about helping us realize about the non-scale victories that we have. So whether you're 2 days into using the products and the programs, or you're 3 years or 5 years into it, you have victories and you have things that you can share about. So like Lindsay's mom with the 88 points of, was it cholesterol? I'm sorry, I'm horrible with that, but cholesterol going down 88 points, or, for a day, 2 days, I've been using this and I wake up more clear in the morning, or I'm ready to go because my body's feeling better. My body functions better when I try to do a workout. I've been doing these workouts and all of a sudden I can touch my toes. Like, there's tons of things that you can look at as victories and things that you can share with people. Like, I know this works. One of the 4 vital behaviors is to be proof the products work. And you can do that after 2 days. I'm serious. I felt so much different after 2 days. And for me, one of the biggest things was my mood. I know Sarah can attest to that. Like, I came to work every day, like, real tired and real down every day. And seriously, after I got over the whole like sugar withdrawal, so maybe it was a week, I'm sorry, but then after that I felt a lot better. I came to work looking a lot different because I got the energy from my workout and then also my Shakeology, just getting my body the right things that it needed. So that's the major thing that I think is, if the word coach is hanging you up, approach it as a friend. I'm your friend and I want to share this opportunity with you. Not that you're going to coach them or take them to another place, because that's why we're all here to do it together. It's more of a friendship opportunity. Like, that's still how I approach it to this day when I'm talking to people. Like, I'm approaching you as a friend and because I want you to be a part of my community. Many of you saw my super scary post on Facebook about my prior relationship. And so for me, I had a lot of unhealthy friendships with girls, with guys, because I just wasn't in a healthy place in my life. And so that is an opportunity for me to reach out to people and say, I want to have a healthy relationship with you, a healthy friendship, and this is what it looks like. It doesn't mean showing up, showing up every day, but it means that we're going to do things healthy together. So it could be a workout. Sarah and I do that frequently. It could be a hike. It could be anything, but I want to start forming these healthy relationships with people. And I think that's another good thing to talk about with people. If, I know a lot of our friends are stuck in this negative cycle. And so just getting them interested in the personal development and like how that can change their lives is really important. So that's one of my other big things is healthy relationships. So yeah, I just think sometimes those can be two things. Let me see. So the 4 vital behaviors, I'm sure most of you know them, but invite, be proof the products work, which we already talked about, personal development and recognition. So I heard today in my book, which I'm listening to, the 5-second rule talks about counting down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then it's like blast off, right? If you count up, it doesn't work because there's 6. And if you don't do it when it's 1, you have time to talk yourself out of it. So for me, inviting people was super scary to me because I have this huge fear of rejection. I hate any type of feelings of rejection, and I feel them when people even aren't rejecting me, but I am sure they are. So, so that has been one of the other things that's been helpful for me is just before I have time to say, I don't want to invite because I don't want to be rejected, I just start inviting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I start hitting go. And, once I did that 3 or 4 days in a row consistently, it was not as bad the next day. And I noticed I got responses, and even if they weren't, yeah, I want to sign up, I reconnected with those people. And there are people that are now watching my posts and are commenting on my things or talking to me outside or via text, it doesn't necessarily have to be a sign up right now. You're reconnecting with people or connecting for the first time, depending on, like for me, I know a lot of people because our community is so small. So a lot of people that I know are, so it's people I've seen on the street and we talk real briefly, and now we're becoming closer because we're learning about each other as things go on. So that's one of those things. Maybe you want to implement the 5-second rule or something else, but don't stop talking yourself out of it. Stop worrying about the rejection. And I know that's easier said than done, but I am telling you that I have done it, so it can be done. Yes, thank you, Danielle. So I think that's super helpful. The moment, so Mel Robbins said this morning to me, she was talking to me, of course. The moment you start to hesitate is your kiss of death. So the moment you start saying, I can't do this, that's the end of whatever you were starting to do. And that can be on anything in life. Getting up in the morning, getting up for your workout. The other thing that she said that was super helpful was like the lack of confidence or the lack of, in this case, like I don't want to invite because, or I'm not comfortable inviting because, that is a habit in your brain. It's not actually true. That's what you believe and that's your habit. But once you start doing it and you start realizing, you can make the 5-second rule a habit, and you can make inviting your habit and being confident your habit. So instead of focusing on the things that aren't your habits because things are scary, or the bad things that are your habits, start focusing on the good things that can be your habits if you just do them for several days in a row. So that was something helpful that she said to me. To me. I know I keep saying that, but that's not, I mean, she's talking to everybody, you guys. Okay. So one of the other things is the new coach training that DJ has been super helpful for me. I kind of half did it when I joined back in August. I mean, again, I lacked that self-confidence and the ability to feel like I could actually coach. So for me, it's doing that, but it's also returning there frequently, whether you ultimately do the thing at the end where it tells you to like post or whatever, screenshot conversations, whether you do that or not. It's just going back there and thinking about, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I still go back there. I've been coaching for almost a year, but not really coaching for that long. Maybe I should have led with how long I've been doing this. But anyway, so returning to that and like knowing what you need to be doing on a daily basis. I look up the 4 vital behaviors because I'm super horrible at remembering. So I write them down, I re-look them up, I screenshot them. I have them in so many places because I can't always remember. So that's helpful for me. The other thing is we have our Power Hour checklist. So for me, there's a couple of things and so about Power Hour. First of all, y'all, you got to spend time outside the checklist. You got to like just checking off those things on a daily basis. That's super good. But if someone needs you to talk to them more about whatever's going on in their life, do that. And don't be concerned about getting that invite to them. Or if today you feel like adding 20 friends because you just see so many people you recognize or know or want to connect with, we'll go with that word, then that's something you can do. Like, you don't have to just stop because, oh, it says I have to do this much, so that's what I'm going to do. If you want to send 25 invites a day or 100 invites, whatever works for you, you can do that. It's not, I mean, it's not a bad thing to go outside that comfort zone. And then Power Hour versus Power Pockets. I don't know. So I posted this video, but then apparently I posted it and not everybody could see it. So I just deleted it because that's basically how I deal with things. But her name is, she's probably not on my YouTube right this minute, but I'll try. Oh, she is. So it's called Power Pockets. It was on the Teen Beachbody 411 page. But my phone doesn't like me today, so I don't know what her name is. I'm sorry. But I can post it in the links later. She talks about doing Power Pockets. So for me, I sometimes do Power Hour and sometimes I do Power Pockets. So what are Power Pockets? It's basically a Power Hour broken up throughout your day. So I know DJ does this some days depending on how her day is going at work. But so she still calls it her Power Hour. I don't know. I like the word pocket. I don't know. But depends on the day. So there's a lot of days where I still do Power Hours, or come home and do it double time. But Power Pockets are doing those same things that are listed in our Power Hour. You just do them like this girl talks about. You wake up in the morning and you start scrolling through Facebook to wake up. You could be on your friends list, like, who should I add today? Okay. Then later on, when you have time to kind of sit down and think about things, so you might then go do your workout and go get some of your vital behaviors done and making sure that you're being proof the products work and drink your Shakeology, get your workout in. The next thing is to connect with 5 people. That's not inviting, y'all. That's, hey, I've been thinking about you. How are you? What's new in your life? I like what you posted on Facebook. I like what you posted on Insta. Tell me more about that. It's that connection piece. And I don't know about you, but if inviting is super scary to you, which it was to me, it still is to me off and on, that connection piece is going to be really helpful to you because it won't be so scary when you go to do it because you feel like, regardless of what they say, you kind of know a little bit about them and you like them as a person, maybe, hopefully. So the next thing is to do your social media post for the day. And obviously you can probably mix these up in whatever order works for you. I don't think you have to follow any set thing, although your post should be one of those things you do pretty early on and probably inviting people adding people to your friends list. So I notice that when I post at 8:30 at night, I don't get half the views that I do if I post at 7 o'clock in the morning and it's on people's news feed all day long. So you probably know that. But then the next thing is to invite people. Well, these should be people that you're confident inviting. It doesn't have to be strangers. It doesn't have to be people, like it doesn't have to be a cold invite. You can do that if you're confident to do it, but you don't have to. One of the things that she said in that video that was super helpful to me was start your invite with like, girl, I am so sorry, because who's going to read that? Like, I mean, I'm going to be like, what are they sorry for? I got to read this. You know, I'm so sorry I didn't invite you to try this thing that's been changed my life. And here's how it's changed my life. You know, I think that's as great as we can have pizza and beer on our new workout plan. Like, I'm so sorry I haven't invited you to try what is changing my life and I know can change yours, you know? So then in the next Power Pocket, you might do follow-ups. I will go through these pretty quickly because you know a lot of them. And then maybe at bedtime you answer messages, you know, where that's going to be the follow-ups and also your people that are like, hey, I'm good. Thanks for noticing. I'm getting my wedding ready. And oh my gosh, it's so stressful, blah, 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 blah. I had this girl that sat on my fence for like 3 months since March. And the other day she's like, yeah, it's just still not the right time. We're trying to buy a new house and things are super stressful. And I said, do you know that that's when I started this? Like, I was trying to sell my house and buy another house and my life was chaotic. And this was the one thing that I could take control of during my day. So you can find reasons to object, but you can also find things to overcome. She's ultimately signed up now. So she was like, are you serious? Like, you know, that was real to her. So I don't know if that's everything that I had, but hang on, I'll look and tell you.
Yeah, Danielle, I was going to say, can you talk a little bit about, because it's not like you walked into coaching and this was just like magic for you. So like talk a little bit about how did you get from, you know, maybe in a state of stuck or feeling like, oh, I'm going to maybe dabble in this thing to like, no, I'm going to do this.
Yeah. So, okay. So I joined back in August, maybe the end of July, but my first challenge group was sometime in August. And I really tried hard. I got my one coach on. He's in our office and he quickly faded out. And I was like, man, this really sucks. Like, no, I don't want to do this. And so I kind of just ignored it for a long time. And I really focused on myself and my personal development. And now I look back and realize how much I could have done in that time frame, but I was just not confident enough. And so that's really what I want to tell you guys is just go outside your comfort zone and be more confident than you even are, because eventually you'll get there and all of a sudden you'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I did that. But anyway, going back to me. So then in March, DJ posted my pants picture that Sarah took. So I got a lot of people to talk to about that. And 2 girls signed up, like, I mean, hundreds of likes and about the same amount of comments. And I got 2 people, not 4 people, 2 people to sign up. Like, and I didn't get them to sign up. I helped them. Mindset. But anyway, I still kind of was like, yeah, okay. Yeah. You know, so then I don't know. I think for me, all of a sudden I made a why. Like, and I made goals. Like, my dream is to not work 9 to 5 every day. I maybe want to have a 9 to 5 job, but I want to be able to be like, and I'm going to leave and I really don't care if you fire me because I have the ability to take care of myself. Time to go home because my son's playing baseball, or time to go home because I'm going to go on vacation, you know, whatever it is. So I started making my why. And I think DJ and I talked about this too the other day. I talk to DJ a lot one-on-one. I like monopolize most of her time. But I was talking about, and I posted it in the message, the Emerald message pod, about making your why and your dreams and your goals so big that, and believing that they're already true, that popping the bubble of those dreams is worse to you, like more emotionally traumatic to you than inviting someone to join us. So those are things that even recently have changed my mindset. I think I probably decided in about April, like the beginning of April, that I wanted to do this more seriously, and that I needed to focus on what that actually meant and doing the things that are required to get where I want to go. I think I really like what Steph posted. I watched the team call this morning too, and that was one of the biggest things that spoke to me was we're not selling something. We're inviting people to join us. We're helping people solve their problems. That was what she said. We're helping people solve their problems. And everybody has problems, y'all. Like, it can be mental, it can be emotional, and it can be physical for weight gain or high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes. It could be any of those things. And we have the tools to help them solve those problems. And I don't need to reiterate everything that the team call lady or the National Wake Up Call lady said, but when Steph posted that this afternoon, I was like, yes, that was so good. Like, change your mindset about it. We are helping people. We're not in the sales business. We're not selling a car. We're not shiesty salesmen that are like, this is the price. Oh, wait, that's the price. Although that did just happen to me today, so I shouldn't. Things happen still. So that's that. Basically, I'll just go back to that. I got serious in April, and this week I will have made since April $1,000. So it can be done. I'm not like, I count my husband's income because I run his thing. I said, oh, look, Aaron, you're on the leaderboard for volume, something like that. And he goes, how'd that happen? I was like, me. And then he actually just got his Emerald certificate in the mail. And I'm like, yes, I'll just put that in my binder. Just kidding. So I don't know. DJ, other questions, or everybody else, other questions?
Yeah, I don't want to monopolize. Y'all put her on the spot. Bree, I see you.
You gotten your hubby to actively participate with you, or how have you gotten him on board to supporting you in this journey and in this business?
So I think it was a YouTube video that DJ posted. Okay, so first off, he dabbled in Shift Shop. And then he wanted the t-shirt, and we got in a gigantic fight about the fact that I wasn't going to submit his results when he didn't do the workouts like fully for, 3 weeks, 6 workouts a week. He was like, no, I should have the shirt. And I was like, but you didn't do that. And he's like, you told me I'd get a shirt. And I was like, you can submit your results to Team Beachbody if you want to tell them that you did all those workouts, but I'm not submitting that shit. So we had a little, and then he just had like major head surgery. So he's recovering from that, but his plan is to do Lift 4. And I think he will, I know he committed because I bought him the stuff, and I will, because guess what? I can do 2 30-minute workouts a day, y'all. Like, it's not like doing 80-day obsession 2 times a day. I can do 2 30-minute workouts. So if that means I get up in the morning and work out with my girls, and then I get home at night and I push my husband to do it, like, we will get it done. And I think he'll see changes in his body and actually get serious. But the other thing was, I made him, and by made him, I requested very nicely, would you please watch this video that DJ posted about, and I can't remember, you posted it in the Diamond Pod, I think, and the Emerald Pod, but about why you need to sign your spouse up first. It was that one, right? Yeah, and it was all the things that the boyfriend just kind of went along, and what can I do to support you? So Aaron and I had that pretty serious conversation, and I was like, this is what I want to do, and I need your help, and I'm going to build under you, and I'm going to do things, but you need to help me. And he was like, what do I need to do? So I think once he does lift 4, he likes lifting a lot more than cardio. So I think we'll look at hammer and chisel for him. We'll see what I do, but, and so that was something that he was like, well, if you're serious, then tell me what I need to do. And I said, start liking my shit on Facebook, because he always is like, I don't do Facebook. Like, he doesn't really do Facebook. That's true. But I was like, you can get on there once a day and search up my name and like that shit. I'm not asking you to comment. Like, just like it. Yeah. He watches my Insta stories. He doesn't always like my Insta posts, but as long as I get like one of the 3 places that he like checked in, that's important to me. So I told him that, and he's been doing it consistently. And then I told him I wanted him to do lift 4.
But here's the thing, something else I know she's done, and this quote still sticks with me. With Christine Faulkner said it. People take your invite as seriously as you take your journey. So like Danielle had to show, it's not like Erin, she joined last summer, guys. It's not like Erin was on board 100% the second that she started. So she had to do the things, right? And so if you all want your spouse on board, you got to do the things. You got to do your workout. You got to drink your shake. You got to talk to people. You got to do your power pockets, and you got to hit Success Club, because guys think black and white. I mean, yeah, I know at least business-wise how guys think. I may not know other things, but they want black and white. And so if you want them to believe in this business, you got to show them a paycheck.
Yep. And
otherwise,
that's
your time is like out the door, right? Your time away from your family. So
yep.
If you want to share any more on that.
That has been a big deal, like letting them see what's going on my, because his doesn't have a lot of volume yet, but so letting him see what's going on there on my side. And then just the things like I send him, you're on this leaderboard, or you just got your Emerald certificate. Like, those things matter to him, even though he didn't do the work for them. So like, and that's totally fine. I'm glad that that's like important, and that makes him happy and like feel good. And I know eventually he's just going to be right there with me. My husband, I love him dearly. He has not found his passion in life. And I want him to be able to find that. And whether that means he does this with me, or whether that means that he is able to find his passion because I'm doing this, that's like the most important thing in my life right now. Like, making sure that, I think like I've found my passion. My passion is first and foremost domestic violence survivors, helping victims in any way I can. And then this, because I also think for me, this was a life changer about my victim status. Like, I'm no longer a victim. I am not going to be treated like one. And so those are kind of my 3 major things. But I have a couple quick things to say. So I don't know who here is not going to the most awesome trip this week. Like, okay, so we got 2, 3. Okay, so I'm going to run, I haven't even told DJ this. Well, sort of, maybe, I don't know. But I'm going to run a little contest for the people staying back and the people going if they want to be a part of it. But you're going on a special trip, so maybe you're not included. No, I'm just kidding. But so first off, I want people to, and I'm going to post this in the Emerald Pod, but like, I want people to write out their why in some way, shape, or form, and then Photoshop or screenshot it and post it in the post. So that, and start thinking not just your why, but also your goals for if you're going to run this business, here's what I want out of it. And when you screenshot those, I'm going to send a prize for that. Like, I'll draw a name. I'm not going to send everybody a prize. That would be way too much investment for me. But secondly, the other one is I'm going to have DJ and Liz and Claire help me find out who, and maybe my team, I don't know, who the top recruiter is for the 4 days they're gone, 5 days they're gone, 4. So here it'll be all day Thursday, all day Friday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and I'll give you guys till like all day Monday. And whoever's the top recruiter in there, like, I'm going to send something real cool. It's going to be a tank or a water bottle. Like, it's not going to be some Energize or something, like, although maybe someone wants that and maybe I'll give that, but that's fine. I'm going to send something really cool because I think this is a team. This is not like, I don't care if it's my girls that are the top recruiter or if it's Claire's girls or if it's Liz's or DJ's, like Jacqueline. Sorry, I don't see her on here. So anyway, any of those people that want to do this, like, I'm going to give you guys a prize because I think it's really important to build up our team and to grow our community because we have so many awesome people in here. You know, like, I know when I posted one of the days I was going to court, I posted, and you guys didn't know what was going on at that time, but DJ's kind of shared off and on now, like, I'm going through this really, really gut-wrenching custody thing with my kiddo. And I posted in there, like, today's a big day for me, you guys, and I'm really freaking out. And I think I got like 25 or 30 comments from people just saying, like, you can get through this. And then I saw, I think Jacqueline posted one day, and it was the same thing. We are powerful together. And we deserve to be strong, and we deserve to feel strong. And when you don't feel strong, you know you have someone to fall back on. You know, a team, not someone, a team of super strong women that care about each other and that care so much about your future that they're willing to stop their day to reach out and care about you. And so those are my 2 things. Those are my 2 surprises. So one for posting your why and your goals so that you know what you're going for and you can start hearing more about that than being scared or nervous, because I'm a super nervous person. I had to, do that for this call, you guys. Like, when DJ asked me, I want to say no. Like, I wanted to be like, that's uncomfortable. Like, I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know. And I, even through today, I was like, you're going to have to guide me through this. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, and look how I've done it. Like, I've been talking like for 30 minutes all by myself. So almost had a couple questions, but, just, you guys can do it. And the more you do things, it's like, you just feel like you can. And the more you step outside your comfort zone, the more that becomes your comfort zone. And then you have to go for the next step. So, that's that. Any other questions?
I don't want to cut anybody off. I was going to say that was so good. And I love that you talked about your why, because I think it's something we haven't talked about in a while. And it is so important. You know, it's so easy to get caught up in like, ooh, I'm pushing for Emerald and I'm pushing for Success Club. But like, why you want that will be your guiding factor and will help you through those hard days. And Noah and I were actually just talking about this today. Like, you know, everybody struggles and everybody goes through things. Like, what is it that helps us continue to show up, right? Because we know the key to success in this, y'all, is consistency in anything you do. And the second you stop the pendulum, the harder it is to get it swinging again. And I think it really is admitting our struggles, like I did yesterday with y'all, in a private group, right? You don't need to share your dirty laundry publicly, but you still need to show up because somebody else out there, and I was just telling Steph this, somebody else out there is always worse off than you. And when you feel like, I can't imagine how like much worse this day can be, or this is happening to me and I feel alone and I'm the only one in this, go make somebody else smile. It sounds weird, but when I do that, it allows me to be more myself again in a time that is a struggle. And I know that Danielle has done that a lot. So thank you so much for sharing your heart. And y'all, if you need anything, like, she told you just the simple things. That's all she did to get to Diamond. It's no secret. And if she can do it, every single one of y'all can do it. We're going into a really big week. You guys know this. We've talked about it a lot. And it's not up to me. It's up to y'all if you want to go for it. I'm right here with you. I'm in the trenches fighting. Y'all know you can text me. You can call me. I'm here to help with conversations. I'm going to be heading to Indianapolis on Wednesday. So Wednesday night I am free if you need me. But guys, we're 6 people away from hitting one of the biggest goals. Like, that is wild. That's something that it means more than just the recognition. It means that we did something really freaking awesome together. And I couldn't imagine doing it with anybody else. So I can't wait to see your whys. And thank you, Danielle. And keep the energy high, guys, because great things happen when you get outside your comfort zone and you just believe in yourself.
Thank you guys for being supportive of me.
Thank you, Danielle.
Bye.
See you guys in Indy.
Bye.